I would like to talk about how to record your Mac computer screen using iPad with the help of QuickTime Player and Google Desktop, remote desktop functions. First, I'd like to explain how it's set up. This is my first screen, and this is my second screen. And this computer is connected with my iPad using the iPad cable. And I set up with movie recording using QuickTime Player. If you install QuickTime Player and connect the cable with iPad, you can open new movie recording here, and you can eventually see the screen on the iPad in your Mac computers. And the way I do it in other way is I used remote desktop Google. Actually, this is the iPad screen, but in iPad, the Google Chrome itself called the computer using remote desktop. So with this remote desktop, actually this iPad is displaying back with the first screen of my computer, my MacBook Pro computer. So as you can see, if I click different tabs on my MacBook Pro, you can instantly see the changes applied to the iPad screens, because iPad itself is connecting to my computer, back to my computer, using remote desktop Google. Okay, this is the way I set up. So if in the middle of the course, I might be interested in writing on the screen. For the case, probably I will say something like, okay, I would like to explain something more about this page. For the case, I can push the power and home button of iPad, and it'll capture the current screen of iPad. In there, I can move and use iPad pencil on my iPad, writing something up there. Okay, it's kind of a boring procedure maybe, because you have to capture and write something on it, right? To escape from this captured writing status, and you can push the completed, and I can just throw it away, capture the screen, and I can carry on my screen recording mode. The second method for screen recording, only for Mac, I found a very good software called ScreenBrush. So you have to buy this commercial software, but you can use for limited capability for free. And this one, when you want to write something over the screen, you can directly write something on the screen. The writing feeling is very smooth and pretty good. And you can draw some lines You can draw some ovals, and you can change the colors, of course. Oh, you have to write something on it. You can even make a arrow. There are many other functions. You can select some object and move it around. This is pretty good. And if you want to come back to normal mode, you can press escape and you can continue to your computer job. Again, if you want to do it, you have to push the screen button, shortcut key, like for here for Alt Tab, all right, or Alt Delete, backspace. You can delete it and start to write it again. Again, this is very good. Okay, the third method I like to introduce is using Zoom It for window environment. I had been used this Zoom In for a while when I use Windows operating system, but I don't have notebook computer with Windows OS. I usually put it at home and I connect it using remote desktop. So this is a spot demo for remote desktop on my computer at home. I installed Zoom. So whenever you start the Zoom It, double click, you can start to use it right away. Okay, and Zoom supports the default function of zooming the screen by pressing Ctrl+1. Okay, and Ctrl+1, you can zoom everything and scroll using your mouse scroll. You can zoom it up and down. For the region you like to write on the screen, you can click and start to write something on it, right? This is a remote desktop. The response is very slow, but when you use it real time environment, it is fast and feels normally good. Okay, so I'd like to recommend to use Zoom It if you have a Windows operating system. Again, escape, you can go back to your normal computer user mode.